Welcome back. In we go to Flower Forest 3. Start out with one of these flames. Distinguishable from the Goombas, since you can't actually jump to kill them. And as for the Goombas themselves, apparently those Goombas that almost act like flames, you cannot use fireballs to kill those either, just like the fireballs themselves. You can't actually fight fire with fire, I guess. Wonder what would happen if you went to the right of the pipe itself. You'd probably fall into a pit and die. A little bit of Yoshi's Island graphics there, and the Rip Van Fish replaced with that odd black fish from SMW3, that one level. That one auto-scroll water level. And wait before I go up. And apparently the blurps are replaced with the same fish, just the All-Stars version of it instead of the SMB3 version. Cheep Cheeps are of course derived from the SMB1 Cheep Cheeps from All-Stars. And urchins are still the same urchins. Man, those Cheep Cheeps actually look kind of weird when they're going vertically. I don't think there were any vertical fish in SMB3. Were there? I only played it recently, but somehow I still don't remember. We may have something up here. Probably do. This definitely has me curious. Unless, of course, I'm going backwards. Okay. It was backwards, I guess. Oh, no, it wasn't. Was it? Definitely not. It appears to have been the exit. Recall if this is a red level. Nope, it's a yellow. So we've beaten the ghost house already. In we go to Flower Forest 4. And it appears to be a One Direction level, even though it's kind of misleading. I don't mean One Direction like SMB1. I mean, I thought the level went to the left as well as the right. It just goes to the right. You can still scroll to the left, though, thankfully. That's the one annoying part about SMB1. Not just that, but many old Nintendo games, I suppose. They only scrolled in one direction. Why would they do that? That's cruel. What do you know? You can actually kill those bomb guys with fireballs. Quite cool. Be paranoid about poison mushrooms, though. Speaking of SMB1, that shape seems to be very common. A lot of question mark blocks are placed like that. We got some classic Buzzy Beetles. And now the bats actually look purple. Cannot go into that pipe, although we can go up here. Not for much, though. Just those coins. Man. But there are a lot of power-ups in both Panic in the Mushroom Kingdom hacks. No denying that. A fortress appears out of nowhere. Wasn't expecting that in this forest. Gotta love the classic SMB1 All-Stars graphics. An unusual remake. Still amazing nonetheless. New enemies, though. Not exactly new, but unfamiliar to SMB1. I'm pretty sure much of the engine between SMB1 and SMB1 All-Stars was the same, except for the graphics. And you could have more sprites on the screen at once, as it seems. In World 3.2, it's much easier to get a 1-up in All-Stars than it is in the original SMB1. I'll bet the lost levels in Japan also succumb to the similar sprite limits. This scrolls up. Well, looks like I was safe there anyway. Would have been a good thing had there been a ceiling coming down on me like that. Or even that. Well, at least there is enough clearance to avoid that. Ah, jeez. Another broken tile? Very funny. What's with the broken tiles? There seem to be a lot more of them now. Whatever, in we go. Let's fight yet another Reznor. I want to be safe about this. Got the time anyway. There we go. And then we leave the forest. To find a red level, forest exit. I wouldn't know if it's as much of a secret exit as it is a second one. Because, if I remember... yeah. It's easy enough as long as you have a fire flower. Now all you gotta do is find the correct exit to get to there, to get to the keyhole. Too bad you can't actually grab any of these plants in this. Pretty sure there is an ASM that allows you to do that. Okay, that scared me. I should have known there would be a Shell Brother in this hack, but it still came by surprise to me. That Goomba, on the other hand, wouldn't have. A glitch with the Lakitu, if I was to go under it, where it would kill me, also wouldn't surprise me. And since I'm aware of that Shell Brother instead of a Hammer Brother, you won't get me this time. Now that's what I call ownage. Can go in here. Is this gonna be where the secret exit is? Probably not. Well, then where is the secret exit gonna be? Not entirely sure, am I? Absolutely uncertain. Not to mention that I'm running out of time, but the exit's probably nearby anyway, so I'm not gonna worry. Shell Brother won't get me this time either. One moment. Wow, even the secret exits at the very beginning. Invisible note block right here. Alright. I'm gonna go this way first. Okay, what is that about? To Secret Heaven 1. These levels are actually kind of hard. And the enemies, just like in the original Kirby world, derived from Kirby. Here I go already calling it the Kirby world, even though this is just called Tess Secret World. Brilliant assumption on my part. Now, screen scroll will probably help here in case there are some surprising enemies. But we've also... I think we have a P-switch puzzle. On top of that... beware of the mask. See? Right here. I'm gonna get rid of these enemies first. As many as possible without going overboard. How dare you? Well, let's just restart from the halfway point. Or, let's just get a power-up first. You know, since I've already gotten the halfway point, I'm gonna have more time anyway, so... let's clear out the enemies first. One at a time. They don't reappear anyway. You'll need a POW switch to enter this pipe. Thanks, Mr. Obvious. Uh-oh. Slow it down once in a while. At least you can spin jump off that. For some reason, though, if you're holding onto the remnants of it, it still follows you for a bit. And yes, there are presumably quote-unquote remnants. Here comes trouble, though. These enemies. All I can assume is that you don't need to try too hard in order to carry the P-switch over so you can access this room. Or this part of the level. next time to Secret Heaven 2.